For today's episode of Florida Roadside Attractions and Abandoned Places, welcome to Gilchrist County. It's a cold winter morning for Florida here on this Saturday morning. 46 degrees. Now I know some of you watching at home are probably saying, that's not cold, Jay. Well, it is for Florida. And now welcome to downtown Trenton, Florida. This is the Gilchrist County Courthouse. Old brick courthouse. You don't see too many that look like this, especially in Florida. Was doing a little research online. Gilchrist County was actually created in 1925 and is the last organized county in the state of Florida. It was actually originally a part of western Alachua County, and then it split off. It was originally set to be named Melon County due to watermelons being one of the main exports from the area. They grow a lot of watermelons around here. The county was actually named after Albert W. Gilchrist, and he was the governor of Florida from 1909 to 1913. And the reason I've come to Trenton today in Gilchrist County is because the last time I was here, which was over 3 years ago, I missed something. Today, I'm going to jail. Making a left on this back street here in Trenton, just off the main thoroughfare, off of Main Street. It says there's an old jail back here. That's the jail we're going to. What'd you think? I was gonna get arrested? Come on. All right, I see it. It's behind this 6-foot fence with barbed wire. Looks like the address is 313. It's all locked up, but looks like we can take a peek. This is known as the Old Gilchrist County Jail. You can see the jail door over there. I was hoping we can get inside this property. There's an old cop car to the right there. This place is heavily covered with trees around the perimeter fence. Hard to take a look. There's freaking vultures peeked up on the top of the jail. All right, sirens in the background. Looks like it might be a bus. This is pretty much the best angle I can give you of the old jail. You can kind of see the old cop car over there. Found a photo on Google. A good photo of the car and the jail from 2 years ago. Looks like shout out to Dennis the Explorer there. He's the one that posted this online. According to the Gainesville Sun, this jail is haunted, and it was built in 1928. This is said to be haunted by several ghosts, individuals who died at the jail, which closed in 1968 on April the 14th. Check this out on the fence. Okay, that's creepy. What is that? Ooh. You can see the car better over here. Check it out. Get in there for you. Looks like, does it say Gilchrist on there? I think it does say police. It definitely says police. And in the shadows of the door, you can see the jail door, a steel door. Also found an article from March of 2024 that says Trenton City Commission here's plans to convert the old Gilchrist jail, this jail right here, to a city museum. It belongs in a museum. I agree. I think they should do that. I stepped further back so you can see the top of the old jail there, just beyond my car, beyond the fence. You wouldn't even know it was back there just because the place is all grown up. This is the side of this trail, which were former railroad tracks that leads up to the Trenton train station, which I videoed like 3 years ago. Had no idea this was back here. I look forward to coming back someday when they get this place opened up. It will be an awesome roadside attraction for Gilchrist County. Much ahead, yeah. And to find that old jail here in Trenton, you have to go to the back of this park, Depot Park. Now on the front side, there's the Trenton Water Tower. And here's the old Trenton train station. Been here once before. This also sits to the right of the old Trenton ice house. Check this out. I remember this ice house because of this specific Coca-Cola sign painted on the front. There's nothing like a Coke. Crystal Ice House. Looks like it's a foster care place now. It's really classic. And a lot of old towns in America, there was always an ice house next to the railroad tracks. I can think of my hometown of Newcastle, Indiana. Same situation. Welcome back to Florida Roadside Attractions and Abandoned Places. I'm Tampa J, and for today's episode, we're heading to Mayo, Florida. A town called Mayo. M-A-Y-O, just like the condiment. Although, this Mayo has been around a whole lot longer than Miracle Whip. I'm looking forward to diving deep into the history of Mayo, seeing what it's all about. We're going to check out this little town. Again, a backroads adventure. I love creating these videos. It's all about just getting into my car and going to places I've never gone before. Sometimes places that have never been shown on video. Here we come, Mayo. Are you guys ready? There's much ahead. Maybe we'll get a sandwich with no mayo. I'm not really a big fan of mayonnaise. I don't know if I've ever said that. It's all right. All right, what are we talking about? Let's go. And before we leave Trenton, something just occurred to me. I just remembered that next to the old Crystal Ice House, this building right here used to be the old Coca-Cola bottling factory. It's now called Off the Beat. Right here facing Main Street, check it out, the old Coca-Cola trademark in limestone. Pretty neat that that's still there. That's pretty amazing. Look at the bottles there in stone to the left and to the right of Coca-Cola, right next to the ice house. Of course, the Coca-Cola bottling factory is right next to the ice. Looks like the Off the Beat Mediterranean Fusion Restaurant. And we are currently 46 miles from Mayo, Florida. We should arrive at 11:11. Look at that, 49 minutes. And now stop before the Suwannee River on our way to Mayo. There's a nice little park here before the river, before the bridge. And there's a sign that has a bit of history over here. Caught my attention. Thought we'd check it out. Welcome to Rock Bluff Ferry Landing. Ferries over the Suwannee River, such as the Rock Bluff Ferry, provided one means of crossing the river, sometimes referred to as the free ferry because there was no charge to utilize this ferry. It was paid for by the two counties that joined, Gilchrist and Dixie. Look at that. That's obviously the 1950s, you can tell by the car. This is Rock Bluff Ferry Landing. We're about to walk down to where this spot is. Looks like before they built the bridge. There's also another photo of the same car crossing the river from the opposite side there. It's pretty impressive. I once did this in, I think, Cave City, Kentucky. There was an old ferry to go to the Mammoth Cave. That's the only car ferry I remember traveling on. It says that the ferry could only accommodate one vehicle at a time. It had a wooden tool that slipped over the cable. The operator could pull the ferry across the river by sliding the tool over the cable. Truman Fowler was the ferryman for 13 years and 5 months, finally resigning in April 1963 to be replaced by Ozzie Cruz and the Postal Cannon. For many of the Rock Bluff Ferry, one of the last of its kind, was a picturesque sight on a beautiful Suwannee River. Nice little walk down the ramp. Picturesque view. Just imagine the bluff, the boat ferry, the car ferry going across the river down here all those years ago. We're gonna pass over this bridge to head to Mayo. I say we're about 20 minutes from there. Yeah, this is pretty. Welcome to the Suwannee. And watch out for alligator, although it's pretty cold. Probably on the bottom. Wow. Yeah, that yellow bridge, that color really sets the tone there. Check out the trees over here, the cypress trees down under the bridge. Someone's running a chainsaw up the hill behind us. You can hear it in the background. Wow. Okay, I've said this before, and I'll say this again. I think some of you may know what I'm about to say, but this is real Florida. Oh, it's a cool spot. Not too busy. Yeah, just imagine the old cars on the ferry boat going across in the same spot. If it wasn't for that chainsaw. Oh! Thought I saw something in the water. Okay, I'm gonna back up. Wow, look at that. I'm gonna take a couple pictures out here just to show you what's going on behind me there. That's where we just walked down. All right, this was a surprise. Didn't think I was gonna see this today. The yellow bridge at Rock Bluff across the Suwannee River. This is now one of my favorite places. What a pleasant surprise, as they say. All right, much ahead. Let's head to Mayo. And now on top of the bridge, check it out. That's north, that's south. Can imagine all those years ago taking the ferry across. That would have been fun. Wish I could have seen that. Here at the corner of Southwest 10th, just like to look at these old trees out here. Check it out. Old dirt road to the left. Those old dead oak trees. Just kind of wicked looking. It's so quiet out here. Out here in the middle of nowhere. Just stopped before town. Right here is US 27. Check it out. Mayo Truss Company. Lumber and plywood. Mayo. Funny to see, huh? Yes, I think of mayonnaise. It's a nice little building here. Welcome to Main Street and Fletcher in Mayo. Mayo Water Tower. Straight ahead. Hurricane Helene ripped through here. Check out this gas station. The awning over the gas pumps was pushed down. Wow, that's incredible. All right, we're gonna get out, walk around Mayo here. Pretty cool that the water tower does say Mayo right on it, right there. And now on the streets of small town Mayo. This is the Mayo hardware store. Looks like it's open right now. Back that way is east. This is Main Street, also US Highway 27. We'll walk down that way, but first, I'm gonna head down here towards the water tower. And this right here is one of the roadside attractions I wanted to see today. This used to be an old bank. You can see where the front was. You can see there were former walls here. One thing they left behind was the actual bank safe. Look at that. It is still sitting there. Look at the old door. That is incredible. I've never seen it like that. It's sitting right here facing the street, Main Street. There's a pharmacy across the street. It's like, oh yeah, this would have been the whole old bank door right there. You'd walk right in, and behind the counter, I'm sure, was the safe. That's so cool. It says no trespassing. I don't want to get too close, but I can zoom in for you. Look at the old mechanisms of the bank door, the safe door. That's pretty neat. And then across the street here, check it out. On San Pedro Avenue, looks like an old building there. Seen better days. Mayo Water Tower. That's pretty impressive. Check out the old safe. That's neat. I'm the only car parked on Main Street right now, by the way. Just behind Mayo Hardware. Yeah, I wonder what old bank this used to be. What kind? All right, I'm gonna walk down San Pedro here alongside the old bank. Ooh, that wind is cold. Where are we? Yeah, I believe Hurricane Helene ripped through here. Came in off the coast, up in the upper panhandle area. And this would have been the right side of the storm. I saw a lot of storm damage, possibly tornadoes. Not much going on back here. This is the back side of the old bank. Right there, the safe, the old hardware store. There's also a heritage village down around the water tower I saw. We'll check that out as well. This building right here on the corner of San Pedro and Main looks to be vacant. Nothing going on in there. You can see the old tile. Check that out. Pretty cool. Wonder if it's for sale. Pretty nice. Oh, there you go. This is what it used to be. It used to be an old drugstore. Dees drugstore, 1916. It's got the original tile in there. That's pretty nice. Let's make a nice new business. Looks like they redid the ceiling. Dees drugstore, 1916. This store also sitting vacant. I noticed in the window it says Lafayette Strong, Lafayette County. Yeah, I think this area was badly hit by the storm. Building sitting vacant too. Heading to the water tower. Merry Christmas, everyone. Look at this, almost Christmas. Nice little wreath in the window. All right, I'm gonna cross 27 here. Right across the way, looks to be an old drive-in. Utter delight, like a cow udder. Ice cream sandwich shop, drive-in and takeout. Now, I don't know if this place has been open for a while by the looks of it. I can imagine it's a good place to grab a bite to eat once. Walking under the overhang. There's an old ice box over there. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Hot Eats. Yeah, I don't think this place... Yeah, this is definitely abandoned. Look at this. That's definitely from the 80s. No, wait. 90s. Check this out. Restrooms were back to the left. We'll peek in here, past the ice box. Check this out. Looks like an old loading dock. Oh, there you go. Yeah, not much going on here. And then around here, it looks like the storm took the roof of this building off. This may have been like an old gas station. You can peek through the... Oh, the glass is broken there. It's a really neat find. This is just before the water tower. Check it out. Mayo. That's pretty neat. Yeah. Could have been an old car dealership. This is right next to the old drive-in. Utter delight. Frozen bananas. Man, that sounds good. Even though it's a little cold for a frozen banana. There's a street just before the water tower called Alachua. And we're going to take a left here. Past this building. I see an old cabin. An old cracker shack out in the middle of this park. I think this is like the Heritage Park out here. Oh yeah, that looks awesome. Whoa, big vultures flying around up here. There's a little silo here at the bottom of the water tower. Oh, there's a basketball court over there. People are playing. Wow, check this out. This thing's old. There's other little shacks around it. These oak trees are pretty old too. Gigantic. Look at this. Now that is a Florida cabin right there. It's pretty neato. I'm sure there's some history we can read somewhere. Oh, we can climb up inside of that thing. Okay. Much ahead. Yeah, there's a plaque on the chimney over there. Hey, this had power at some point. I think it does have power. Check it out. Pioneer log cabin built in 1904 by C.A. Turlington. Restored 1982 to 1983. H.L. Smith coordinator. Reverend Lamar Anderson. Carpentry by Lloyd Ezel Masonry. Or Masonry. Yeah, this is pretty sick. Pretty sick. That's an expression I use when I really dig something. Check out that split oak tree over there. That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna walk up here. Like traditional Florida cabins, I've seen there's always like a breezeway in between two chambers that allows airflow. 1904, huh? Yeah, it's all locked up. We can't get into the rooms. It's got a wraparound porch. See if this door is open. No dice. What's this? Looks like a peek window. Boxed in. Another window here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get inside, but it's still pretty cool. It's not as old as I thought it was. 1904. I thought it was gonna be older, but don't get me wrong. It's 120 years ago. It's pretty freaking old. Yeah, there's a park over there, kids playing, and then out here, oh, there's like an amphitheater and a gazebo, and then over here, there's like a corn crib. Old corn crib out there. That's what I call it. That's what we called it in Indiana, corn crib. One thing I really like about this park here, not just the cabin, it's the backside of the cabin, is the live oaks. The branches, just everywhere. Check this out. These trees are hundreds of years old. Some of these are dead, like this one looks dead. Kind of looks like the tree from Jurassic Park. The dinosaur jumps over as they're hiding. That's what it reminds me of. Ooh, public restroom. Might use that. Yeah, why not? And this is called Veterans Memorial Park. See it right there before the gazebo. Take a look at this sign. Veterans Memorial Park of Mayo. There's all the engineers, contractors, and donators. Someone left a beer can up there. It's quite a little park. Not too many people out here on this Saturday morning. This other sign here on the other side of the gazebo says it was erected in 1985. About to be 40 years old. Just like Back to the Future. That's what I think of when I think of 1985. That's the far side of that drive-in right there. Water tower behind me here on the west side of the town. I'm noticing a lot of activity over here across the corner. This looks like the local neighborhood marketplace. Your hometown supermarket. Everyone's doing their shopping on Saturday. Yeah, I'm seeing a ton of storm damage. Looks like this awning just draped across the sidewalk now was once sitting above this building that had blue and white checkered tile. I'm just gonna kind of walk up in here and walk around it. Jeez. Here's a look at the buildings. I walked on the opposite side of the sidewalk. Oh wow, I walked across the former Mayo Fire Department and I didn't even realize it. Just two little bay doors there. Those had to be small fire engines to get in and out of there. Yeah, and there's the bank safe. That's so cool. It even looks weirder from this angle. Yep, still the only car parked in Main Street. Right next to the hardware store, across the street here, Big Al's Pizza. Not open right now, it is still early in the morning. I'm sure that's pretty good. An abandoned Tex-Mex restaurant, check this out. Casa Frias. Mexican cuisine. Yeah. Tex-Mex sounds really good. There may not be, oh, look at that. It's pretty nice in there. It was nice. Not open. I wonder if there's any more Tex-Mex places left here in Mayo. I'm sure there's a lot of sandwich spots. That place is gone. Looks like that used to be some sort of an emporium. Oh, it's noon. Clock tower. Always love catching this. It's awesome. Courthouse. Yeah, it was 12. May have caught it on the second one, so you heard 11. Check this out. Gas station taken out by the hurricane. That's crazy. Mayo Food Mart. As I crossed the street here, I looked over my shoulder and I saw this mural. Very faint. I can barely make it out. You can actually probably see it better on camera. Kind of looks like, oh, that's the cabin that we were just at. That's the park right there. That's the cabin in the park. Looks like this was painted a long time ago. Yeah, this is really neat. This is here on Monroe Avenue, just across from the Mayo Food Mart behind me, and this old building that's to the left of the courthouse, Monroe and Maine. Yeah, this is pretty wicked. Look at this. Holy crap, I don't think anyone can get gas. You can barely walk. You can't walk on the sidewalk. I hope no one was walking right there. Whoa. Holy crap. Never seen anything like that before. Well, check that out. Right there, there's a shot right there. Here's another angle. Check that out. Whoa. It just broke in half right there. The pole right there. Actually, that's what did it right there. I don't want to get too close. I'll zoom in for you. Right there, it broke right there and it all went. Hope no one got hurt. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty impressive. Those winds were strong. Just to show you what's going on over here. Mayo Food Mart. Alright, let's head across the street. Looking back over my shoulder as I'm crossing the street here. That is surreal to see. Wonder when they're gonna fix that. It's been a few months now. Maybe just a couple. Yeah, check it out. Mayo Courthouse. We just heard the bells, and now we're gonna read the signs. This is actually the Lafayette County Courthouse. Now, I'm from Indiana. We call it Lafayette. Now, I know sometimes in the South they say Lafayette, but I'm assuming they say Lafayette like I was raised. I don't know. Everyone says things differently. I'm not going to shout out the pronunciation police today. No, no, no. Let's keep this thing positive. All right, I'm going to read the signs. I got a nice little Christmas tree over here. Oh, look at that place over there. That looks historic. We'll check that out next. Lafayette County was created December 23rd, 1856. Well, it is December 21st. A couple days, we'll be celebrating an anniversary here. It was created from Madison County. The county was named in honor of the Marquis de Lafayette, the French citizen who rendered invaluable assistance to the colonies during the Revolutionary War. The famed Suwannee River forms the entire eastern boundary of the county. The county courts first met in the house of Ariel Jones near Fayetteville. The county seat was moved from New Troy to Mayo in 1893. Dixie County was created from the lower part of the county in 1921. There you go, a little history. And also, I wanted to talk about a little more history of Mayo. You're probably wondering, why is it called Mayo? Well, I did a little research. Let's talk about that. I meant to talk about that sooner. Oh, this is a nice place to talk. Look at this. So, Mayo, Florida was established in 1874. The town officially was incorporated in 1903. I'm reading my phone here. I made a couple of notes. It was decided that it would be named after James M. Mayo, hence the name Mayo, who was a colonel in the Confederate States Army. So this town is named after a Confederate colonel. There you go. The man who founded Mayo was John B. Whitfield, and he almost called it Whitfield, but decided to name it after the Confederate colonel. I'm also reading online that Mayo has a couple of historic buildings, one being the House of Seven Gables. Now, when I hear that name, I think of the one in Salem, Massachusetts. Had no idea there was one here, so maybe we can go find that. Also, there's an old log cabin, which, oh yeah, we already saw that. So let's go try to find the House of Seven Gables. That's a really nice solid building there, and it looks like there's a business. I see people going in and out of the door over there. That's at Main and Monroe. Oh, it looks like it's a coffee shop. Maybe I'll pop in there before I leave. And over here on the east side of the courthouse, there's another historic sign. Mayo County Seat of Lafayette County. We could probably read it better on this side with the sun hitting it. Established in 1874 by John Whitfield. If I only had come here first, named in honor of James M. Mayo, a colonel in the Confederate Army, father of Nathan Mayo, who served as State Commissioner of Agriculture from 1923 to 1960. Mayo became the county seat of Lafayette County in 1892 after the courthouse in the previous county seat of New Troy was destroyed by a fire. The two-story wood frame courthouse was completed in 1894 but was moved in 1907 to its current site at this corner of Fletcher and Bloxham Street to make way for the present classical revival style courthouse, which was completed in 1909. A small commercial district in the vicinity of the courthouses is noted for its historic turn of the century architecture. So there you go, a little brief history here. I'm not so sure, but over here could be the House of Seven Gables. It's definitely an old house. Definitely looks like an old inn or an old boarding house. There's a sign on the door. A couple of lines right there. It's really pretty. Yeah, let's go check it out. I see a Frosty on the porch too. Oh wow, before I cross the road, I just want to show you, there's another coffee shop right there on the corner of Bloxham and Fletcher. Little cafe, it's open. Okay, this is actually La Chateau de Lafayette. It's a bed and breakfast, and it says right here on this sign, it was built in 1883. So just 9 years after they founded the town of Mayo. It's really pretty. I'll have to look into it. Perhaps maybe come and stay here sometime. There's also another sign right here on the porch, the historical landmark. Okay, a little history right there. 1883 to 1907, Lafayette County Courthouse. Okay, so this was also the courthouse, and from 1907 to 1995, they were apartments, and since 1995, this has been a bed and breakfast. It's really cool, they put that right there. Yeah, have to check that out. I'm sure they got a website. Really nice surprise. Now, not so sure where the House of Seven Gables is. There's also another little house here to the side, which I think is part of the chateau. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it's always cool to see those guys out there. There's a gentleman out here, he's a Shriner, and he's collecting money for charity. I was talking to him, I was asking him some questions about the town. It looks like they've been hit by every storm that came through Florida the last couple of years. Helene did the damage over here. I was talking to him. He wasn't sure where the House of Seven Gables was, but we'll find it. That's for sure. We'll find it, unless the internet's wrong, right? Yeah, the internet's never wrong, right? All right, so I'm gonna pop into this corner store on my way back to my car down there. I've already had a couple coffees. Maybe I'll get a tea or something. I really like the art in the window. Teas, shakes, acai. Yeah. All right, so this place is called Uptown, and I ordered a golden hour strawberry pina colada and pineapple with boba. They also have specialty drinks right now. Loaded teas, Christmas candy. Also they have shakes like cookie butter, nannies, Christmas tree cake, all kinds of good stuff. Excuse me, I ordered the large boba tea. Oh my gosh. Now, my hands are pretty large, so don't let that fool you. But this looks great. I haven't tried it yet. Looks pretty good. I'll give you an update. Wow. That thing's freaking good. Very sweet, very pineapple-y. On the streets of Mayo. I didn't see any mayo on the menu in there, but I'm sure they had it. All right, let's go find the House of Seven Gables. Unless the internet's wrong. I think it's here. For rent. Yeah, a lot of vacant buildings. If it wasn't for the highway, this town would be very quiet. Clark Street. Oh wow. Yeah, another abandoned building here. All right, so it says that the House of Seven Gables here in Mayo, Florida is directly behind the Mayo hardware store. Look at that, parked right here. And right here is where on the map it says that the House of Seven Gables of Mayo, Florida should be sitting, but it does say permanently closed. There was once a house that sat here, but it's no longer here. See if I can at least find like a picture of it. So, did a quick search. The House of Seven Gables was a historic octagonal home. And here's the best picture I found of it. You can see a few of its sides. It's 8 sides there. The House of Seven Gables of Mayo, no longer. So I read online the house sat right here. It was an octagonal design by James Mitchell, the architect. We read his name back over at the courthouse. It was constructed around 1880, and then a couple years ago, it didn't say what storm hit it, but it was taken out by one of the hurricanes, and they tore it down in 2023. But it sat right here, a very historic home. A name inspired by the House of Seven Gables, written by Nathaniel Hawthorne of Salem, Massachusetts. And now we're heading north out of town on Highway 51. This is Fletcher Avenue heading north. I'm going up here a little ways to Florida's first ever suspended bridge. This will be the second bridge of the vlog. This was part of the plan today. This is just north of Mayo. And I stopped because I saw this, a vacant general store with some very, I'd say 2000s, maybe 90s, Bud Light posters in the window. Just thought it looked cool. L&R's. Neutrina L&R General Store. Got a Mike's Hard Lemonade advertisement in the door there. Some Dutch cigars. Oh, look at this. Natural light. Yeah. Wonder how long ago this was open. I'm gonna say it's been at least a few years. Oh, they've got the old Budweiser and Bud Light neon sign still in the window. I would love to have that. That'd be cool to hang in the garage. There you go. There's the Budweiser. Oh, wow. Looks like there's still stuff in there. Just totally left behind. You can see the old coolers over there. Yeah, look at that. Abandoned gas station. Everything's still in there. It's still got power too, as you can see. Lights are on. But nobody's home. Bud Light. Alright. We're headed to the bridge. That way. Gotta take my car though, of course. We are just 19 miles south of Live Oak, Florida, here on 51. Whoa, this is cool. Check this out. Something you wouldn't expect. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and turn off there. The Hal W. Adams Bridge, way down upon the Suwannee River. So we're crossing the Suwannee. This is really cool. It's a steel bridge. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, we're gonna go back over and turn around. Okay, so it took me a while to come and turn around. I'm about to head back south. This is a little town called Loraville, or Loraville. Nice little general store there. Check out the old gas pumps. And crossing the bridge now from the opposite side. Gonna go a little slower now that I don't have someone following me. This is also the beginning of Lafayette County. It's a really cool steel bridge. The sun's kind of gleaming this way. Check it out. The Suwannee. It's really awesome. Florida's first suspended bridge. Alright, I'm gonna pull off over here to the left. We're gonna take a look at it. Wow, look at the cables there. That's cool. Here we go, nice little park. There's also, just like the last bridge we were at, there's a boat ramp over here. Might check that out as well. The Hal W. Adams Bridge, way down upon the Suwannee River. It's a historic lyric right there. Who sang that? Way down upon the Suwannee River. It's not entering the brain right now. Comment below. That's a famous song. Yeah, check out the cables. Whoa. I'm gonna look up the history in a minute. Just first want to take a look at the bridge. Wow, that's massive. Check this out. Put my head in here for perspective purposes. First we saw a yellow bridge over the Suwannee, entering Suwannee County, by the way. And now we're at the blue bridge. Filming this real time. Check this out. I've seen this river a few times among my journeys here in Florida. I'd say several, not a few. Wow, that's a long way down. Don't fall. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would hurt. Wow. Wow, that's quite a view there. Check it out, the cables. Look up the history in just a moment. See if we can go in here, under the bridge. Check it out. Cool. I always think of the Lost Boys. Yeah, look at that. See a little bit ways downriver. Hal Adams Bridge. I'll go over there to the boat ramp, see if I can look back, get a nice picture of it. That's pretty massive. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. There you go, zooming in. Yeah, it's really quiet out here without the road noise. And now welcome to the Hal W. Adams Boat Ramp, Lafayette County, Florida, developed with financial assistance provided by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservative Commission, the FWC. Whoa. Okay. That goes straight down into the water. Oh, check this out. The Gulf sturgeon. The sturgeon. I guess you can, yeah, I guess you can catch them around here. I'm actually going to walk outside of the fence because once I get down there, you're just going to see chain link. I think I can get a better view of the bridge down here to the right. Yeah, right down there. Yeah, it's going to be a good view of the bridge. I'm going to film this because you never know what's like sitting right there right now. Could be a gator bathing, sunbathing. Looks clear. Watch my ankles though. Looks like a lot of people come down here doing the same thing. Oh yeah, look at this view. Hold on, wait for it. There you go. I thought this would be a great view. Check it out. Hal Adams Bridge. Florida's first suspended bridge. It's really cool. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna come over here on this rock. This might be a better angle. Gator check. Ankle check. Yeah, we're gonna see the whole river down here. There you go. Yeah, zoom in. Way down the Suwannee River. Way down there, zoom back out. Look back this way. Water's really deep through here. Looking northeast. Yeah, it gets really quiet without the road noise. There you go. Let's see when this bridge was built. Look back up the hill there. Boat launch. So this bridge was opened on July 4th, 1947. Florida's first suspended bridge, named after a citizen of Mayo, Hal Adams. He was actually a chairman on the county commission of Lafayette County. So it's named after a former chairman of Lafayette County and citizen of Mayo. That's pretty cool. That's just what it is, plain and simple. It's really peaceful out here. Just a peaceful spot. All right. 2 bridges today. I didn't expect that. Check out my shadow. Hey y'all. Hope you are enjoying the video. If you are, give it a thumbs up. And if it's your first time here, subscribe below to Florida Roadside Attractions and Abandoned Places. Little commercial here. Thanks for watching. There you go. Another angle here. Came up this hill here. Semi-crossing right now. Goodbye, bridge. Goodbye. All right, folks. Well, I think we're going to end this episode. Mission accomplished. Hope you enjoyed the tour of Mayo, Florida, and another episode of Florida Roadside Attractions in Abandoned Places. I've been doing this for almost 5 years. Started this series back in the summer of 2020, so this summer will mark the 5th anniversary. I feel like it was yesterday. We have only just begun exploring the back roads of Florida. Thanks again for watching, guys. Know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are or what you're going through, just know that there's always much ahead. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Stay safe out there, everyone. We'll see you next time. All right, crossing back over. It's routing me this way back to Tampa Bay. Actually, I'm gonna do a bit of exploring off camera. Some investigation journalism, maybe for a future episode. All right, guys. See ya. Bye-bye. Love you.